Good morning, beloved Earth Angels. Working on the theme of grace this month. And the lesson of today, or the invitation of today, is Angels for Humanists. And you could use the language of angels for atheists, or angels for agnostics, or angels for people who don't have a spiritual bone in their body. And the goal here is to not necessarily create my kind of connection with angels with someone else, but help them forge their own connection with what I'll call angelic qualities. And so we'll give off on the whole debate or the discussion or just the differences of experience. In my world, angels are all around me. In somebody else's world, they're just not. And so we're going to respect that difference, and we're going to say, well, how can we get the benefits? And so if you choose to use what I would consider angelic quality, angels, and for the humanists, angelic qualities, you make this a practice of cultivation. So one of the most powerful versions of one of the angel's greatest powers for me is a little bit of inspiration and a whole bunch of neuroplasticity training by focusing on forgiveness and love and courage and hope and joy and beauty. Those things become more part of my nervous system. I become attuned to them. I bring them more into my life. And if you're absent from those practices, it's going to be to your detriment, or perhaps it's to your detriment. And so in case you need more inspiration, if you need more lightness, if you need more peace of mind, if you need more joy, if you need less anxiety, if you need less fear, if you want to work on those, then by all means access these angelic qualities as a practice. So go into the glasses for a second. And so to highlight, what we're working on is a practice of cultivation where we're looking for inspiration and we're training our brain. And so that goes for both people that access angels as angelic beings from a different dimension and people where they're more like a muse in the classic Greek sense of the word, of they inspire our human consciousness. Some of the things that I'd invite you to cultivate: courage, compassion, forgiveness, gratitude, joy, beauty. If you're a humanist with an open heart, then you'll notice that all of those are human qualities. They don't need angels. Full breath in. And so one of the practices I have a crossover from my healing practice is the 3 C's. And the way that practice works is you're aligning your attitude if you're in the face of trauma or pain or suffering or hurt. And the 3 C's being courage, compassion, and curiosity. And then the practice actually is fine-tuned by asking, which of those do I lack the most? And so for my humanist friends, hello, my name is David, I'm a humanist, and I'm complex because I also connect with these crazy angels. But they're not mutually exclusive. And so which of those am I lacking in this moment, or which of those helps me heal, or which of those gets me more toward how I choose to be, would like to be? And so we have that above list of 6 or 7, and then we have that shorter list, the 3 C's, which might be easier to remember: courage, compassion, and curiosity. And if an hour or two from now you try and call those up, the one that you can't remember is probably the one you need. So that's the one that you go back, you re-listen to this tape, and you say, oh, I couldn't remember the compassion part, or oh, I couldn't remember the curiosity part. And we make that as our training focus for anything from a day to a week to a season to a year, until you're ready to add something else to your training practice. So there are plenty of other ways that you can use the guidance of this angelic training as a humanist. And as is appropriate, I will share them. Some of the other tools that will give you a hint for the future to cross over between the humanist and the angelically inspired. We have art, we have music, we have movement, we have travel, we have the muses. And so do some research, look up the Greek muses and figure out which ones of those you would like to have more in your life. And on that note, following up on the theme of the month of grace, may you gracefully move forward. May you receive grace. May you extend grace when it's appropriate. Peace.